So, I've been asked on multiple occasions to give relationship advice. I'm no expert by any means, obviously, but it always seems to me that the scenarios are different, but the problem's the same. Well, there's one of two problems. Problem number one, the people aren't communicating. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're not talking to them and using your words, there's going to be issues. A lot of people seem to hope or think or expect that their partner will just magically or psychically understand what's happening in their mind, and therefore a lot of issues arise because they expect something to happen and it doesn't happen. So they're thinking about it. Why doesn't this person understand? Can't they see that I'm like this? Don't they know this? No, they don't. People don't know what's going on in your mind, and it's actually kind of ridiculous to think that they should, but we tend to expect our partners to just get when we're not in a good place. Does that make sense? And because we expect them to just get it and then they don't, that causes rifts and arguments. The best way around all of this problem is to just use your words and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I want, this is what I need, what can you do for me, what can't you do for me, and just talk. Because if you're not talking, it's all just a guessing game, and then it's just games, you know, that sort of typical high school game of like, he said this, she said this, what is he thinking? Avoid all that, talk, be it completely honest. I try and be as open and as honest as possible, and you know, sometimes I take it a bit too far and a bit too honest, but it's a trade-off that I'm happy to make every time, because for every time I overstep the mark, there's 100 times where I don't, and where the communication just shows itself for the, you know, the absolute amazing tool that it is. Just say what you're feeling, and particularly if you're struggling with mental health concerns, if you don't express yourself, it's just not going to work. Because you know, I struggle with anxiety and depression and dissociation. You know, when I'm in a bad place, my mind plays games on me. Now, if I didn't default to being honest and just expressing myself, it would be hard to have any relationship with anyone, because how would they know what I'm thinking? How would they know what I can cope and what I can't cope with? I need to just express myself openly and honestly. The other thing that I wanted to address is people will ask, you know, should I stay with this person or should I break up? The fact that you're asking that question leads me to think that there's something wrong in the relationship. The reason I suggested the first thing of communication is because, well, if you're not talking, that's a problem. Start talking. But if you're questioning and going, well, hey, should I break up with this person? Should I stay together? What should I do? That leads me to believe that there's something inherently going wrong in the relationship. Not that you should break up, but you should consider that potentially something needs to change. That could be communication. That could be couples therapy. Or it could be that you and your partner just aren't working together and that you should leave, you know? Relationships take work, they take effort, and they will go up and down. But if it's a consistent thing, if it's happening all the time, maybe make a step to make a move out of the relationship. If one person's playing games, if they're breaking up with you and getting back with you over and over again, if you feel crap after seeing the person, or if they make you feel bad, you know, with little games and little manipulations, you're probably not in the best relationship. The fact that you're asking some random person online for advice and suggesting to that person that you should leave but you're not sure about it, that suggests that you probably should leave. I want to leave you with something that really helps me to decide if a romantic relationship should be continued. It's two questions. One, if the person was the other gender, as in if I wasn't sexually attracted to the person, would I be friends with that person? And what that does is it takes away any sort of sexuality, anything like that, out of the equation, and sort of makes you go to the question, well, do I actually like this person for who they are, beyond any sort of sexual gratification they give me, or beyond any attraction they have? If you don't like the person for who they are, beyond that, it might not last. The second question I ask is, if the person treated me the way that they're, like, you know, when we first got together, if they treated me that way now, would I get with them? As in, people change, you know, when you first go out with someone, they might act or behave in a certain way. Over time, they may change. That's normal, that's fine. But if they acted this way now, if I was single and they acted this way now, would I want to be with them? Would I get with them now? So ask yourself those questions, start communicating more, and yeah, let me know how you go. Comment below. Thanks.